everyone, it's Paula and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my February wrap-up, which is a little late, but the weather's been really bad, and because I have no light other than natural light, I couldn't film because it was too dark. So I'm filming it now. Alright, so let's get right to it. The first book that I finished reading on February was actually a poetry book. It's called Resting Morning by H. Sim, and I don't really read a lot of poetry, so I can't say much about it. I did enjoy it. I haven't read that much, so I don't have much to compare it to, but I really liked it. It was really nice, and I would recommend it to other people. The second book I read or finished was The Secret History by Donna Tartt. It took me a couple of months to read. It's a very big book. It's about 600 pages. I really liked it, even though it was really slow and it took me a long time. I was reading it for a couple of months, and I wouldn't read it again. I really loved it. The characters were my favorite thing about this book. The story itself was actually really interesting. It's a psychological suspense novel, and I didn't expect it to be like that. And the ending, I really did not expect the ending, and I'm not actually sure if I understood it. I don't know, it made me feel weird. It was a weird ending to a very weird story. The book just kind of messed me up. I remember during the months that I was reading it, I had the audiobook, and the audiobook was actually really good. I loved the narrator. I didn't rate the book because I still don't really know what I feel about it. I liked it. I'm not gonna read it again, but I am recommending it all the time. I have complicated feelings about this. I don't know what to feel yet. Next book I finished was Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Cordova. I freaking loved it. I love anything that has to do with witches, and well, this is about witches and witchcraft, and it was so nice. I was also listening to the audiobook while I was reading this, and the narrator did such a great job. One of the things I love most about this is that the main character, she's actually bisexual, and that's cool. A bisexual Latina, we don't really get that in YA. They barely exist, so that was really interesting about this. So if you like witches and magic and just overall really interesting fantasy, totally recommend you read. Also, I had the chance of meeting Zoraida. She came to our store. She was here in Puerto Rico for a while, and she came to our store, and we had a little meetup, and she was so cool. It was so nice meeting her, and we talked about the book. We talked about a bunch of things. It was really, really nice. I love the fact that I got to meet her. I read 4 books this month, and the last one that I finished was Clockwork Angel. So I have a lot of thoughts on this series. I've had this book for years. We bought it in a really small bookstore in like Vancouver or something like that, and we never read it. It was just in my bookshelf all those years because I thought it wasn't the first one, because I was really confused with the City of Bones Infernal Devices series. I didn't really understand it, so I never read it, but it literally says book 1. Don't know why I thought it wasn't the first one. I was just confused with that. I had read City of Bones when the movie came out, but I didn't like it, so I never kept the series going. But since working in the bookstore that I'm working now, a lot of the people that work there love this series, love Cassandra Clare, so I decided to give it another shot. I was reading this since even before New Year's. I don't remember exactly when I started reading it, and it was kind of slow at first, and that's why it took so long. But I loved it, and I'm almost done with Clockwork Prince now, but I refuse to read it because it hurts to read. So yeah, I can say that I am liking this series. I did give it 3 stars because it was really slow, but then again, it is the first book in a series. They tend to be slow. But Clockwork Prince, so far, it's going with 5 stars. Yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars if I finish it, because I'm gonna show it to you. Alright, so this is my copy of Clockwork Prince, and I'm literally missing this bit. This is all I need to read to finish the book, but I can't. I've been like that for the past like 3 or 4 days. I can't. But I am enjoying the book. As you can see, I always dog ear my favorite parts. That has a lot of dog ears. Maybe I'll finish it today. Maybe. But probably not. So that is all of the books that I read February. I like them all. Actually, I had a really good reading month. Now in March, I hope that I get to read. I have a lot of books to read and I really have to pick up the pace, but I've been in kind of like a minor book slump because I took a break, like a week break, because I was watching a TV show. I was watching Shameless and I did not read for a whole week because I binge watched it. So I was not reading at all. I was just like, I didn't touch a book that entire week. It's been kind of slow now trying to get back into reading. So I don't know how many books I'll read in March, but I'm trying to read as much as I can. In the month of February, I actually got a few cool things that I wanted to also share because I love them and I want to talk about them. One of the things is my Fountain Bookstore Raven King copy. I've always had issues, but it's my fault. My address never seems to work when I buy things off the internet. They either get lost, take forever to get here, or they just don't work. I've always had that issue. I don't understand why, but it always happens. And one of the examples is every time I buy from Fountain Bookstore, it takes forever to get here. But it's not their fault. They're actually so nice. Like throughout the years, they've been so kind to me and they always help me. I pre-ordered this in April. And it got to me in February. Same day that Raven King came out, I went to my bookstore and bought it because I was not gonna wait the usual week or two for the book to get here. And because in the back of my mind I knew that it was probably gonna take a bit longer because my address loves to mess with me. I even said, hey, if it got lost, it's fine. The money went for a good cause because I had already like accepted the fact that I was never gonna have this copy. But I got it, and I'm really glad I did, because I not only do I want a signed book by Maggie, obviously, I also wanted the book plate, which is also signed by her. I'm actually gonna get the print for this. I want to have like a bigger version of it. It's just they're so cute. Look at them. And one of the best things, if not my favorite thing about February, is that I got an original Maggie art piece. She was doing a eBay bidding thing. Oh my god, is that how you say it? Whoops. And obviously I wanted one, so I had never bid before. I barely even used eBay, and I was the entire week waiting to see if I got it. And I did. I got the Nine of Swords. I knew when she said that she was going to bid them individually that I wanted one of the hands. Like, hands are really hard to draw. I can't draw, but I know that hands are the most complicated thing to draw because I've tried, and it's hard. Drawing is not my thing. But I knew that I wanted to get one of the hands because I feel like she does them so well, and I just love her art, the style that she does. I'd never done a bidding before, and that was very excruciating and painful. Very stressful. I'm never going to do it again, but at least I got it. And I'm going to change my room in a couple of weeks, so that's why I put this in a... Oh my god, how do you call these? What is the English word for this? Frame, yeah. So that's why I put it in a frame, because I'm going to hang it up in my wall over here. I got this, and it's probably one of my favorite things that I own that are book related, I guess, because it's an original and it's really pretty. So okay, so that's all for my February wrap up. It's probably really rushed because I actually have to head to work. I'm not working, but I'm gonna go there anyway because I have to do some things. So yeah, that's why this is probably a very messy video. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and see you on my next video. Bye.